Morning everyone, especially to you sir. I'm Kim Kabanag, Group 3, and I'm going to report Chapter 4, Introduction to Microprocessor Architecture and Pin Diagram. Introduction. A computer is a programmable machine that receives input, stores and manipulates data, information, and provides output in useful format. Basic computer system consists of a CPU, memory, and I/O unit. Okay, there's a diagram. CPU to interface, okay, to address, ROM and RAM back to CPU, data bus, okay, data bus to interface, and CPU to controls to interface to, and I/O to interface to I/O devices. And basic concept of microprocessor. Microcomputer, it is a programmable machine. The two principal characteristics of a computer are response to a specific set of instruction in well-defined manner. It can execute a pre-recorded list of instruction or program. Its main components are CPU, input and output devices, and memory. Microprocessor, it has a programmable VLSI chip with includes ALU, register circuit, and control circuit. Its main unit are ALU, registers, and control unit. Microcontroller, silicon chip which includes microprocessor, memory, and I/O in a single package. Then the block diagram. As you can see here's a diagram that there's a microprocessor or CPU goes through the system data bus to memory and RAM or RAM and ROM, to input devices, into output. Okay, there's a register, ALU, control unit, microprocessor, and there's a microcontroller, MPU, memory or I/O. And next is definition of the microprocessor. Microprocessor is a programmable, clock-driven, register-based electronic devices that reads instruction from a storage device, takes the data from input unit, and process the data according to the instruction and provides the result to the output. So the microprocessor programmable is reads instruction from storage, okay, to take data. So magkuan siya yang i-read ang instruction gikan sa storage device to gather or take the data to input unit and i-process siya sa base sa data according sa instruction nga gi-provide nga resulta sa output unit. And programmable, perform different set operation on data depending on the sequence of instruction supplied by the programmer. So ga-perform sa different nga set sa operation depending sa data nga sa gi-sequence sa instruction gi-supply sa programmer. Then clock driven, whole task is divided into basic operations are divided in precise system clock period. Registered based storage element. So ang registered based dia is ang kuan siya, storage element na siya. So and next is electronic devices fabricated on a chip. And next is microprocessor based system with bus architecture. So here's a diagram. ALU, registered array control, so that's microprocessor, and I/O input and output. So system bus goes to memory, ROM or RAM. ALU are arithmetic and logical operations like add, subtraction, and and or registered array storage data during the execution of program. Control unit provide necessary timing and control signal. It controls the flow of data between microprocessor and peripherals.
Good morning, sir. I'm Junmar Antonio, reporter from Group 3. Memory stores information such as instructions and data in binary format 0 and 1. Subsystem of microprocessor-based system. Subsystem includes the registers inside the microprocessor. Read-only memory or ROM. Used to store programs that do not need alterations. Random access memory or RAM. Used to store programs that can read and altered like programs and data, input or output. Communicates with the outside world. System bus, communication path between the microprocessor and peripherals. Group of wires to peribits. How does a microprocessor works? To execute program, the microprocessor reads its instruction from memory, interprets it, then executes or performs it. The right name for the cycle is fetch, decode, execution. This sequence is continued until all instructions are performed. Machine language. To communicate with computer, instruction is given in binary language. MP has 8-bit data, so 28 equals 256 combination. So difficult to write. To communicate with computer, instruction is given in binary language. MP has 8-bit data. 2 equals 256 combination. So the 4 e.g. 0010110 is an instruction that increments the number in accumulator by 1. 100000 is an instruction that adds the number in register B to the accumulator content and keep the result in A. So it is very tedious and error inductive. For convenience with writing in hexagonal code, for example 0011100 is equivalent to 3ch. 8085 assembly language. Even program is written in hexadecimal. It is difficult to understand. Program is written in numeric. INR stands for increments. A is accumulator. This symbol suggests the operation in incrementing the accumulator by 1. Similarly, 100000 is equivalent. 80H is represented as add. B add stands for addition and B represents content register B. This symbol suggests the addition of the number is registered B to the accumulator content and keep the result in A. So MP has 246 such bit pattern accounting to 74 different instructions for performing various operations. Features of microprocessor 8085. 8085 is developed by Intel. 8-bit microprocessor can accept 8-bit data simultaneously. Operates on single 5BDC supply, designed using NEMOS technology. SIC200 transistor on single chip. It provides on-chip clock generator, hence it does not require external clock generator. Operates on 30 mHz clock frequency. 8-bit multiplex address data bus, which reduces the number of pins. 16 address lines, hence it can address to 16 equals 64 KB of memory. It generates 8-bit 1 or 0 addresses, hence it can access 28 equals 256 1 or 0 ports. 5 hardware interrupts, i.e. trap RST 6.5, RST 5.5, RST 4.5 and INTR. It provides DME.
So, good morning sir. My name is Gigmar Sitayong.
James Kaiser Torres, Jordan Balbon.
Angelito Garopel.
So, we will report about the 8085 architecture count. So, 8085 architecture consists of following blocks. The first one is register array. The second one is ALO and logical group, instruction decoder and machine cycle encoder, timing and control circuitry. Number 4 is interrupt control group. The number 5 is serial 1 or 0 control group.
8085 architecture content. So, ALO and logical group. It consists ALO accumulatory temporary register and flag register. ALO means
ALO performs arithmetic and logical operations and store results of arithmetic and logical operations in accumulator.
accumulator general purpose registers. Stores one of the operand before any arithmetic and logic operations, and result of operation is again stored back in accumulator.
8085 architecture content. ALO and logic group content. Contemporary register is 8-bit register. During the arithmetic and logical operations, one operand is available in A and other operand is always transferred to temporary register. For e.g.,
Example.
for example, it's add B, so the content of B is transferred into temporary register before actual addition.
Three instruction, decoder and machine cycle, encoder, timing and control security. A instruction, decoder and machine cycle encoder decodes the code stored in the instruction register IR and establishes sequence of events to follow. Encodes it and transfer to timing and control unit. Perform the execution of the instruction. B. Timing and control security. Works as the brain of CPU for proper sequence and synchronization of all the operations of MP. This unit generates all the timing control signals, a scenario of communication between microprocessor and cell.
4. Interrupt control group. Interrupt occurrence of an external disturbance. After servicing the interrupt, 8085 resumes its normal working sequence. Transfer the control to special routines. 5 interrupts or trap RST 7.5, RST 6.5 or RST 5.5 INTR. In response to INTR, it generates insta signal.
Number 5, serial 1 or 0 control group. Data transferred on DO to D7 lines is parallel data, but under some condition, it is used serial data transfer. Serial data is entered through SID serial input data, input received. Serial data is outputted on SOD serial output data and input SIM.
So in the page 18 shows the 8085 pin diagram. So the first one, di ba klaro? So the first one shows the pin configuration, and the second one shows the functional pin diagram. So sa pin
Pin description.
Okay.
The 8085 is an 8-bit general-purpose microprocessor that can address 64 KB of memory. It has 40 pins and uses 5 volts for power. It can run on a maximum frequency of 3 megahertz. The pins on the chip can be grouped into 6 groups: address bus and data bus, status signals, control signals, interrupt signal, power supply and clock signal, reset signal, serial I or zero signal, externally initiated signals.
The address and data busness. Address bus pin 21 and 28, 16-bit address lines 80 to A15. The address bus has 8 signal lines A8 and A15 which are directional of the other 8 address lines A0 to A7 are multiplex time shared with the 8 data bits. And higher order address, lower order address, data bus pin 19, 12 and 12. To save the number of pins, lower order address pin are multiplex with 8-bit data bus directional. So the bits ED0 and ED7 are bi-directional and serve as A0 and A7 and D7 at the same time. During the execution of the instruction, these lines carry the address bits during the early part P1 state, then during the late parts P2 state of the execution, and they carry the 8 data bits.
Control signals.
Control pins RD or WR, IO, and M active low. RD read active low, pin in 32. Read memory or IO device. 10 device name. Indicated that data is to be read either from memory or IP device, and data bus S3 to accepting data from the memory or 10 device. WR write active low. Pin 31 write memory or IO device. Indicated that data on the data bus are to be written in selected memory or IP device. IO or M input output or memory active low. Pin 34 signals certificates that the read write operation relates to whether memory or IO device. There's an example of output and input of RD, WR, and IOM.
So in the data bus diagram, from AD to AD7 is the lower order address. From A8 to A15 is the higher order address. Sige pa. Sa katong gate, sumpay laro. Ako lang explain sa bago.
Ano yung power supply na? Power supply and clock signal, VCC pin 40, single 5 volt power supply, VSS pin 20 or ground. There are three important pins this group. Number 1, XO1, X1, or pin 1 or 2.
1 to 2.
1 to 2. Crystal or R or C network are LC network connections to set the frequency of internal clock generator. The frequency is internally divided by 2. Since the basic operating timing frequency is 3 MHz, a 6 MHz crystal is connected to the XO and X1 pins. To CL key output, pin 37, clock output is used the system clock for peripheral and devices interface with the microprocessor. Reset signal.
Reset
Reset signal.
Reset signal. Reset in input. Activate low. Pin 36. This signal is used to reset the microprocessor. The program counter inside the microprocessor is set to 0.
The buses. The buses.
The buses are
Tri-stated.
tri-stated. Reset output activate pin 3 and indicate MP is being reset. Used to reset all the connected devices when the microprocessor is reset.
Externally initiated signal. Ready input pin 35. Memory and I/O devices will have slower response compared to microprocessors. Before completing the present job, such as slow peripheral may not be able to handle further data or control signal from CPU. The processor sets the ready signal after completing the present job to access the data. It synchronizes slower peripheral to processors. The microprocessor enters into wait state while the ready pin is disabled.
Fetching and execution cycles. Fetching cycles. The fetch cycle takes the instruction required from memory stores in this instruction register and moves the program counter on one so that it points to the next instruction. Execute cycle. The actual action which occur during the execute cycle of an instruction depend on both the instruction itself and the addressing mode specified to be used to access the data that may be required.
So that's all for our report, sir, and thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and also sir, good morning. Today we will report about fetching and execution cycle. First of all is I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nimrod Sibalsamo. And fetching an instruction. Step 1. Instructions pointer program counter hold the address of the next instruction to be fetch. So we're going to step by step. The instruction pointer program counter holds the address of the next instruction to be fetched. In the diagram, the instruction pointer contains address 001. The memory location table shows that the content at address 001 is of. Step 2. The content of the program counter address 001 is passed across the address bus. The address 0001 is sent from the instruction pointer to the address bus. Step 3. The address moves over the address bus to the memory access register. The memory access register holds the address 001. Step 4. The memory location of the next instruction is located using the memory access register. Access register contains the address 001 which is used to find the corresponding memory location. So, siya ay nag-find sa corresponding memory location. And step 5, the contents of the memory at the given location are moved across the data bus. The content of memory location 001 which is off is moved across the data bus. Step 6. The content from the data bus is loaded into the instruction register IR. The instruction of is now stored in the instruction register. So we're going to bus structure. Bus structures values 1 and 0. Device and memories are connected to CPU by a group of lines called as bus. Ang CPU group lines called as bus mo to siya gitawag og bus. Then sa yung gipakita nga image, simplified illustrate of the feed cycles showing how instruction is located in a memory retrieved and stored in the instruction register for subsequent execution. Is there anything specific about this process? Explore further. Example called discuss the execute cycles, the role of different types of memory, or the architecture of the CPU. So guys, muna to siya guys ang about sa fetching an instructor step by step.